Welcome to another Daily Classics top pick based on originality, condition, and price. Today's feature car is a 1996 Chevy Camaro Z28 convertible and a six-speed manual transmission. My name is Rob Loferese. You're watching the Daily Classics channel. Let's go check this car out. I found this car on Craigslist this morning. Actually, it's based in Tennessee. Nice place to buy cars and visit friends. It's a 1996 Chevy Camaro Z28. It's a convertible, LT1, of course, but it has a six-speed manual transmission, which is kind of rare to find. You can find them, but this price at $87.50 appears to be a decent price. Car's got 80,000 original miles, according to the seller. The fourth generation Camaro F body ran from 1993 to 2002. And they all were assembled exclusively in Quebec, Canada, which was interesting at the time. And they incorporated something new called the sheet molding compound, which basically was a chopped fiberglass and polyester resin. And they mixed this up and they made the fenders, the roof, the hatch, the doors, and the spoilers. And it was almost like a Saturn type feel, but it wasn't that flexible. It looked like steel, when you looked at the car, but it definitely had some flex to it. So when you painted the car, you had to use a flex agent, just like you did if it was an Endura bumper and things like that. 1994 introduced the convertible for the first time in this body style, and 96 model year was basically a carryover with the introduction of onboard diagnostic OBD2. And General Motors formed a relationship with Street Legal Performance, SLP Engineering, based in New Jersey, and that introduced the SS versions of the Z28. But this feature car is a non-SS, it's a regular Z28, and it appears to be privately owned, garaged, and in decent condition for 28 years. Let's go look at the actual ad and do a walk around real fast. One of the first things you notice is that the car's got these strobe stripes on the car. It's got aftermarket wheels, aftermarket brakes on it as well. But the convertible top looks to be very original. It doesn't look to be even, like worn or showing any type of, a lot of times it has stains or it has like creases from being in the drop down position for a long time. So the convertible top looks to be really decent, actually. And these added stripes on the car, it's what people did back in those days. People wanted to, make these cars personal. Sometimes when you see stripes put on the car, it always makes me think that maybe the paint work isn't original and it came out of the body shop and they wanted to dress it up a little bit. So always be leery of, if the car has original paint. It does look like original paint in the photos, but there's very limited photos here to really gauge that on. But overall, the car looks very straight, has a nice stance. The door panels, everything looks like it lines up nicely. And again, I'm impressed by how nice the convertible top is fitting on this car. The aftermarket wheels are very pretty. If you want to be a purist, that's not the original wheel for that year. And then he put some aftermarket brakes in there. You can see the red calipers on the car, which is fine. That's no big deal. I don't see any damage on the car, but again, some of these photos are a little cropped. And sometimes people crop photos because they don't want to show certain things and creatively leave out things. But I'm not seeing anything that would cause me a big alert, especially when you think about this car being sold for under $9,000. So I like this car a lot. The engine bay looks nice. I'm looking at the crossover support with the radiator, the lock mechanisms here for the hood, the water bottle. Everything looks original with the exception to the chrome aftermarket air cleaner he put in. So all this chrome and these connections here, that's something that he added on. That people do that, so that doesn't concern me too much. But everything else looks to be very original. The battery terminal looks like it's disconnected, or he's got side posts and he didn't put a cap on it. I don't know why the battery is missing a post here. And obviously, if it was a side connection hookup, you should always cover that battery terminal. So that's the only thing. Maybe the car is sitting outside for a little while and he disconnected the battery, but again, I'm not sure. Just something I just caught. Interior looks fine, but there's really no big photos of the interior to gauge. The door panels look original. You can see the stickers on the doors. So, obviously that's the original paint. So the car doesn't look like it was repainted a different color or something like that. So overall, not too much information on the car other than, hey, this is a six-speed convertible, 80,000 miles, and it's a fun car to drive. And best of all, it's only 80,000 miles. I mean, that's the only thing he can write about it. But the 8750, I think the headlines for me on this car is it's a Chevy Camaro, a great platform. The cars really ride very, very nice. It's a Z28. It's got the 6-speed manual transmission. So it's got all the nice things that you want from a car. And if you were to able to negotiate 7,000 on this car or 7,500 on this car, and the body work is all original and there's no rust or major rust or surface rust only on the undercarriage, you might be getting a really nice car. And I don't think you'd lose money on this car over a 5-year hold because there's always somebody hunting down cars like this, especially with manual transmission. But that wraps up our top pick for today. If you want to get all the details on this car, please visit our Daily Classics Facebook group by clicking on this link here on our homepage. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. We're trying to get more subscribers here so we can do a live Q&A session. And thank you all for your support for this channel. Please give a thumbs up if you like this video and share with friends that love cars as well. I'll see you again on the next pick on Daily Classics Top Pick, and maybe within the hour because we looked at a lot of cars today. Thanks much for joining me tonight. We'll see you again real soon. Thank you.